Hey y'all. Okay, welcome back to my channel, Black Lotus Globe. My name is Tanya. Thank you guys for coming back to my channel. This video, I'm going to transfer my variegated Frydek, Alocasia Frydek, and Alocasia Adora to pond and leca substrates. They're currently in soil. I purchased them a few weeks ago, and I've been letting them accumulate in to my environment. So I feel like they're doing well. They're accumulating. One was in the my cabinet greenhouse, and the other one was just out in ambient air and doing well. This is Frida. She's actually giving me a new leaf. I don't know. Yeah, here we go. A new leaf right here. So it's doing well. It's liking the atmosphere. And again, it is on 65% humidity in here, which is, you know, what they like, anything between 60 and 80 and higher. But I feel like, you know, 60 is fine. And then the greenhouse is always between 75, 80, and yeah, between 75 and 80. So I am going to go ahead and transfer them into a semi-hydro situation, because alocasias are heavy feeders and the roots are real kind of thin. And based on my other video that I uploaded earlier, to give you an update on my Zabrina, my Alocasia Zabrina is doing really well. It already established its water roots and it's giving me a new leaf. It did go into shock initially. I did lose, I want to say at least three leaves, y'all. And I was in panic mode. But after a couple of weeks, it stabilized and a new leaf emerged. So I actually do like this substrate, the leca and the moss on top. I like that. So now I have my leca here that I washed off. I have my moss with perlite mixture, and I do have some pond here. It's not lechuza pond. It's a generic version of it. Lechuza pond comes with fertilizer included in the mixture, but I like to use my own fertilizer mix, so that's why I didn't get lechuza pond. So this will be my first time using pond, to be honest with you. So I'm hoping I have the same success that I have with leca and with moss. Also in this video, I had these 3 bottles, little containers that have various alocasia corms in here, and they've rooted significantly. And so I need to go ahead and put them in a bigger container, which is what I'm going to be using these. I just don't want to have a whole bunch of small clear pots around when I can easily get these. They're accessible. I get you know, little packs, these little cups that you get at Walmart, dollar store, whatever, and they come in those like 24 packs, 10 packs, and I just use them. They work just as fine as the clear pots that we love to buy. But I'm trying to be economical with this. Everything's expensive. So this is a pink dragon that I have in stratum and perlite mixture, and it's rooted. I don't know if you can see. There we go. See the roots? So I just want to go ahead, and it's starting to give me a green shoot. I don't know if you see it. Since I washed my hands too already. So this is what it looks like, y'all, right? Then also, oops. It's already giving me a green shoot. Focus. I don't know if you see it. So I'm very, very, very happy. And actually, my stratum is here. Oh, I'm gonna do that first. I'm gonna go ahead and get them out the way, since I have my perlite here. I'm gonna just go ahead and get that started. It's easy. I'm just transferring from one medium to the other. Let's see. And again, I use fluval stratum, and this is what you'll find in aquariums. So I think it's rich in nutrient. Think aquarium, think fish. You know what I mean? That's why I like fish fertilizer. One of my favorite fertilizers, y'all know, is the fish fertilizer. Let me just do it like that. And it's not cheap. So I tend to, like I said, I mix it, my fluval with my perlite to stretch it. And I have black on. Okay. My mixture. I thought I had everything. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. My just give me one moment, y'all. Okay, y'all, I had to get this lighting situation. Okay, so I'm gonna mix it. Oh shoot. Okay. Woo. That perlite is super dusty. Let's do it like this. There we go. And get an even mixture. There we go. Woo. A lot of dust. A lot of dust. Okay. So I have it evenly mixed. And I'm just gonna do it like this. Might need some more. Okay, so I'm using my little cups here, and I'm gonna mix some more. One more cup. I think that's a bit too much because I'm only using why is perlite so dusty, y'all? My gosh. Ugh. Okay. I think my perlite. Okay. This seems to have more perlite, huh? Let me put some more things on here. Might wear start wearing a mask when I'm using this perlite because it's annoying. Okay, here we go. you go. All right. Hey, boo.
My bad.
Okay.
All right, keep your phone on tap because my time can go out anytime.
That was hubby. He had to say goodbye. About to go to work. Okay. So I have my mixture, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet it. Wet them. And this is fertilized water, okay? So it's going to be almost like a hydro situation, semi-hydro situation, right? My water stops right here. My water stops right here, but the top is dry, is wet. And these are the Alocasia, the other two Alocasia pink dragons. And because I don't want to waste anything, I'm going to dump what's in here. Go ahead and dump it. All right, and I'm gonna transfer the label. So I know what is what. And I just kind of mix it, stir it a little bit. Nothing goes to waste here. All right. And since they're still establishing their roots, I am going to put 2 in here, and I am going to get the roots to go down. And then when they start giving me my leaves like the other ones do, I will then house each one individually in their permanent housing. But everything is going to go into semi-hydro. All of my new pups are going to go into semi-hydro. And I love this, starting from a corn. That way there is no shock. That's what it's used to. It knows nothing about soil. And it will be here until I decide. But this one's already, I have one that already is has a leaf coming through. And so this is it. They are in here, and then I just put another cup on top. You can use saran wrap too. I don't know if you see my other video, but I use saran wrap too, just to reinforce it. So what I do, I just tape it. You can tape either, all sides, but what you're doing is creating your own humidity dome. And that's it. A piece of tape right there. And there you go. Cost effective, cheap, and whatever. And then when it's time to put this one in its own cup, I'll just put some pond or leca, because it's going to go into pond and leca in here, and it'll be separate. You see what I'm saying? So that's one. I'm gonna put these in my greenhouse. This is the mellow. Mind you, this hasn't even been a month in the perlite and stratum. Oh my God, y'all, look at how, be gentle with the roots. But look, this is mellow. I put it in stratum and perlite substrate. Excuse me. That perlite dust. And look, it's already giving me a green shoot, so I expect a leaf in a couple of weeks, if not the next week or so, 2 weeks, yeah. And look how long these roots are, y'all. I'm loving it. So I have 2 mellows in here. Propagation, y'all, is the easiest thing. I enjoy it. I am a big fan of stratum. Okay. Mix it with what you have. Okay, make space. Equal space. Okay, here we go. These roots are so healthy. I can't believe this. Thought that was my phone. And when you're propagating, I forgot to say, but the pointy side is always down. You see it? Down. This one's kind of grown, kind of funky with the roots. Let me make sure. I gotta be gentle here. Oh, sir. This root is growing wild and crazy. It's sticking up in the air. Okay. That's crazy. Okay. Y'all, this gets messy, but I'm doing it like this better. All right. Okay. And then we'll go back into the greenhouse, just like it was in there with the smaller container. And then here we go with, this is the Zabrina. These are the 2 corms I took from Zeke when I transferred him into the semi-hydro a few weeks ago. And y'all, I like moss, but I think stratum and the perlite mixture is about to be one of my favorites because I did this August 29th, y'all. And look, August, you're not gonna get that with just water, because I love water propagation too. That was my go-to for a long time. Water. Come on. This is great results for such a short amount of time. It's pricey. The stratum is pricey, but guess what? It's worth it to me. I love it. Love it. Now I will be reusing these, clean them out, reuse them. I'm all about recycling, upcycling for my hobbies, gardening and houseplants. Now I did see somewhere, I know stratum is not a long-term option as far as a substrate from what I've seen and heard and read. So to me, it just makes more sense to use it as a propagation medium to get your plant started. And then once you decide if you're going to do hydro or chunky soil mix or whatever you decide, then you can it's so weird how their roots grow like that. But so they'll be in here for a long time, for a minute. I'm not going to disturb them. I want them to give me the leaves that I want them to, because I know the other pink dragons I showed in the other video. I'm going to show here too, just so y'all can see. Whose roots are these? Oh, your roots looking crazy. Here we go. Whew. Okay, so here we go. The last one. So doesn't have to be perfect, y'all. As long as it's sealed off really well, you're good. Uh-oh. All right, so the Zabrinas are good. I need space, so let me put this in my cabinet, my greenhouse. Okay. So that's that, y'all. Okay, so there you go. So I up-potted. I was going to show you the whole thing. I think that's going to be a separate video because this video is already kind of long. So yeah, it's in my cabinet right now. All three's in my cabinet, my greenhouse cabinet, along with the Monstera albo tissue culture that I put into moss, that I deflasked and put in moss a couple of, 2 weeks ago or something like that. It was looking iffy. Some of the leaves did brown. I think I got 2 good healthy leaves. So I will do an update on that as well in the next couple of weeks, so I can start exposing it to ambient air. Even though it's in the greenhouse, right now it's 100% humidity, and that's not going to always be the case. But I am going to go ahead and transfer these over. I have a mellow, y'all, that's up there, and I don't know what's going on with him, so I got to do a video. No, not a mellow. That's my Harari, and it's dying up there, so I gotta see what's going on and possibly put it in some semi-hydro if it's continuing to decline the way it is declining. So here you go. My next video up, y'all, is going to be me doing this actual change because the other video took a bit longer than what I wanted. All right, I will catch you guys in the next video. Please like, subscribe, comment, share if you like this type of content. I am trying to grow my channel, so your support means the world to me. All right, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to just redo this all over again, but I just didn't want to take up all of your time. All right, guys, on to the next one. Bye. Toodles. Hey guys, I'm back, and this time I'm going to go ahead and do what I said I was going to do, and this is transfer my fry deck and my Adora into semi-hydro situations and get that started. They're currently in a 4-inch pot and in soil. I have all my ingredients here. I got the leca, I got the moss mixed with the perlite. This is fertilized water. It's something I like to do. Lettuce I did soak it with regular water. Now it's soaking in that. And then I have pond, because one is going to go in leca and moss, and then the other one is going to go in pond. I just want to see which one works. But before I even start that, y'all, these are the containers I'm using. Remember I told you I recycle and upcycle everything. So we usually get these with carryouts for Chinese restaurants or Asian restaurants, and they usually put like the broth and soups in here. So I'm going to use these as my clear pots. I don't want to buy new ones at the moment, so I'm going to use my soldering gun that I got from Amazon, and I'm letting it heat up, and I'm going to put the holes in it myself. I'm going to create that to where I'm going to put, and that's going to save a lot of money, y'all. I should have warmed this up. Wow. I was doing the other video. Here we go. Remember I told you guys, be creative and try to save money where you can. I've had this soldering gun for a long time. For a long time. So be careful. I just cracked the thing, but it doesn't matter because it's doing what it's supposed to do. And I'm putting holes in here. See how hot it's gotten? Like, so be careful while you're using this. It's melting the plastic. And I'm telling you, when you're looking at these clear self-watering pots, these clear containers, clear pots, they get so expensive. And I'm like, let me put some holes in my own stuff. But that's all you're doing, right? So here you go. You just created your own clear pot with a carryout thing that you get, right? So go in your, I highly recommend going into your kitchen. Don't throw everything away. Don't throw all your containers away. Right? Save money. Especially with this economy. Save money where you can. Now be careful, y'all, because this gets pretty hot and it's melting the plastic, so you can burn yourself. So just be careful. Right? put my hole in here. That's all you have to do. And then now you have a situation where you have the wicks. All right, you can make them as big, as small as you want them. And that's it. That's that. So now I have 2 pots. And then you just turn it off when you're done. And there's settings on here so you can make it as hot as you want to, right? I had it on the highest setting just because I was trying to get to it really fairly quickly. All right. Okay. So put you over here. I need to cover this before it gets dry. I don't have my saran wrap. That's the problem. I'll do that. Okay. So do you see that? I bought these. I paid for this, right? I paid for this container because it has a reservoir, but you can make your own. You know what I mean? Get creative, because I was looking at the money I was spending on these containers, and I'm like, I can make my own. And see, you got a reservoir right here. That quickly, you got a reservoir. And if you want it to stand, just use this. Use one of these cups, right, as your reservoir. And your wick, your water will go here, and the wick goes down. Like, let's get creative and save money, right? Okay, so here we go. I actually do need my wick. What situation here? All right, I'm gonna do. Okay, so Adora Miguel has roots coming out already, right? So I'm going to gently. I was watching a YouTuber that was demonstrating how to minimize the shock that your plants go into by when you're transferring from soil to semi-hydro. And she recommended that the soil not be dry. I said, oh, okay. So I took that into consideration. I'm gently trying to get these roots in the soil. So be gentle, y'all. Remember I told you alocasia roots, they're not. Well, you should be gentle with all of your plants' roots, to be honest with you. So here we go. Roots look amazing. Great roots. I got these 2 plants from, oh my gosh, don't let me lie, BWH. Yeah, BWH Plant Company. Very professional, and the plants, as you can see, are beautiful. They came, sometimes I hear so many horror stories from people ordering plants. I haven't had any of those horror stories, and I do order plants online. Half dead plants and whatnot, and I'm like, oh. So very reputable. I would recommend them 10/10. And they weren't expensive, if we're being honest. Well, let me say this, expensive to me, because I know that's subjective and that's, you know, but they're always having sales too. Coupon sales. So check them out. They have an app and a website. This video is not sponsored. I'm just letting you know if you're interested in getting plants that you can't readily find at the big box stores or even at your local nursery. Sometimes they just don't carry certain things, you know. All right, so I'm gingerly trying to get the roots, the soil out of here. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, stop. I'm gonna take this to the sink. Seems like this one. I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to lose no leaves. Because I already know, I'm hoping it doesn't go into shock too bad, but it's a 4-inch, it was in a 4-inch pot, so that's why I'm like, I can go ahead and do that. I want to do my Alocasia Polly, the one that's in soil right now, but y'all, it's doing so well after Tucson was giving me a run for my money. Okay, so this is what the roots look like. This is what the roots look like. And I'm going to wash it right here in some soil. Give it a good little swig, little shake. Try to get as much of the soil substrate off as possible so I don't end up with root rot. I did not see any corms, and I'm not shocked by that because it's not that big of a plant. But I don't know. I'm gonna go through that soil. Remember my last video? I said the leca queen has videos on what she do, and I want to say I watched a video where she left some soil on there. The goal is to get it as clean as possible. That's the goal. So I'm gonna go, and I got as much soil as I could, dipping it. See, super healthy. I'm actually not. I'm actually okay with how it looks. I'm not trying to sit here and worry about it. This came off. It is what it is. Squeaky clean. So let me go ahead and get. All right. So before I do that, let me go ahead and get this. Let me clean up this. Matter of fact, let me do both. Right, since I'm here. Let me sift through here and see if I see any corms that I might have missed, but I don't think there was any corms in here, y'all. And that's okay. You're not gonna always get corms when you repot, right? And that's okay. Okay, so here's the variegated Frydek. This one's drier. Yeah, Frida was drier than Miguel, but she wasn't crunchy. So we'll see. Let's see how this goes. You know, again, when you're doing this, take your time. This one I'm definitely gonna have to take to this probably outdoors and have it sprayed off. I don't know what that is. No corms on this one either. Okay. And if I do see, I'm not gonna pop them out. I'm gonna leave them be. Oh, there's one here. Got one from the Frydek. Okay, so I'm just using my fingernails gingerly to get in the cracks in between these roots. separate them. Okay, I gotta be gentle, y'all, because the soil was packed. Okay, so here you go. Nice, healthy roots. I'm telling you, this company, good plants, quality plants. So let me dunk it in here. Got that one corn. Yay! That's fun. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to clean up my station because I don't want to have soil here while I'm mixing the new substrate. Okay, I'm gonna pick y'all up in a little bit. Let me go rinse this off, clean up my station, and I'll catch you back up. Okay. Whew. She's all clean. Roots looking good. I did find another corm. It fell out while I was rinsing it with the nozzle. So, whew. Excuse me, y'all. All right. So let's put Frida in her container. And this is the corm. I'm gonna put it in one of these actually. And what I'm gonna do is put my gun up because I'm done. One of the things I do is I do clean as I go along because I do not like a dirty area, especially with my I just don't like a dirty area, period. I have so many of these. I don't know what this is that came out of it. I'm gonna keep it. It might be a corn, it might not be, but it came out and I thought it was strange. It just plopped out. All right. Ooh. All right, so I'm gonna move this out the way. It's really not necessary to have it here. I'm gonna put it right here. Ooh. Out my way, and I'll clean it as I adjust my camera as I when I get done here. Okay, so here's Miguel, as you know. Okay, clean surface. Oh, forgot my wick. Here's a wick. I have the long fiber. I forgot what type, but this is the wick I have. Again, from our favorite big box online store. Yep. I don't have a wick in Zeke, and it seems to be working fine. I just want to see if this will make a difference. Maybe not. Maybe not. But let me see if I use the wicking system, if that changes anything. I hope I made the holes big enough. Okay. Right. All right. We put them in like so. Like that. What did I say? I said okay. We're going to use pond for this one. Got my pond. I did rinse my pond off prior to me using it. Right. me see what the heck is that? Okay, so put it here, quarter. Got my thing here, and here we go. And this is pond. Again, this is not lechuza. This is another brand. I'm not a brand snob, y'all, so if it works just as good as lechuza, so what? Like, it, I don't know. I don't get caught up in stuff like that. But here we go. Here we go. I should put some lava rocks on top of here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I do have lava rocks. I'll do that later. See what I mean about these? They're aesthetically pleasing, but you can hardly get your hands down in here to scoop it up. Okay, here we go. What a mess. Sorry. Okay, so here we go. It's in the pond. You see the roots already, and you see my wicking is in there. So I'm going to create my own makeshift reservoir so that it is constantly in fertilized water. I'm gonna do the same for Frida. I'm going to get my wick in here. I should have made these holes bigger. Nice. Here we go. Starting to unravel. It's supposed to burn the ends. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that so they don't unravel. Jesus. All right, you see? Pre-washed. Leca's already pre-washed. Already pre-washed. And I'm about to put her here. Frida and Miguel. Almost done. And I know people are very leery of this, but I actually like it. Hold on. I did kind of want the moss situation on top like I did. I'll be forgetting, y'all. Here we go. So it's leca and moss. And the water will never touch the moss. Never, ever, ever. So it doesn't matter. But I do like this. I love moss, and I think it aids in some of the okay. I might just put some leca. Yeah. Help it with the sturdiness because It didn't look. 230. Oops. Okay. And I think it's fine. I know people are like, oh, the stem, this, stem, that, whatever. It's funny too. I can always easily remove. And here we go. So I got this in leca and moss. A small layer of moss at the top. So, and in my reservoir, you'll see it to where I don't want water above here. So I still have some left over. And that is how you do semi-hydro, y'all. It's a mess, but it's okay. It's worth it. Doing semi-hydro. I have 2 corms that I get to put in this substrate, which I can do right now because I do have a mixture already. Whew. Okay, y'all, my thing stopped working for a little bit. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my corms that I found from the fry deck in here. This little mixture. I'm gonna wet it. I have one of these little squeezy things. I'm gonna wet it. All right. Mix it up a little bit. Okay. And I don't think it matters if I take the thing off. I don't. Just gonna put it in here like I normally do. Put that in there. I'm not sure what this is, but you're going in here too. All right, so it's in here. It's gonna go in the greenhouse. And that's gonna be that. Now, the makeshift reservoir that I make is possibly gonna be, I want something a little tighter so it can sit like this. See what I'm saying? And then I'm going to put my my water, and that's that. All right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this type of content, please consider subscribing to my channel, as well as liking this video and sharing it, and comment. Also commenting, are you guys using semi-hydro? How do you feel about it? Are you hesitant? Which substrate do you prefer? Do you prefer leca? Do you prefer pond? Do you prefer moss, stratum, perlite, or do you do a mixture? Like right now I'm mixing and matching and seeing which one gives me the best yield. My next video, I think I'm gonna repot my Maharari, aka Martin. I named him Martin to what my husband did. I'm gonna put it in semi-hydro because it's already this declining and I don't know why. So I'm trying to save it and go from there. All right, guys, until next time, remember, let's grow and glow together. Find your passion, find some type of happiness in this world, in this life. Curate your life the way you want it to be. It's a lot going on in the world, and particularly in the US, because that's where I'm at anyway. And so try to find something that makes you happy, that brings joy into your life. I forgot her name, but she always said, what sparks joy? Find something that sparks joy in you. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, toodles. All right, let us create a reservoir.